What's up, Internet? How you doing today? Tiffy, we're back for another art stream, but I didn't wake up early enough to eat breakfast, so here we are with Pokemon TCG on screen, and still getting my breakfast ready. It's almost done. And yeah, we can get started on a game. Yes. All right, and we are also on week 37. 37 weeks of drawing every day. That's freaking crazy. That's amazing. I still can't believe that I've come this far. So let's let me just get some orange juice in my cup, and I can click on that play button. Well, you know what? I also have to turn on the AC so my device doesn't burn out of overheating. All right, we're all set up to go. Okay. All right. Ikuzo. So still playing Greninja. Build's pretty much still the same. I think I might want, I don't know if I want more drawer supporters. It's not enough space to run Scroll It. Of course you want to go first. Okay, so we're first, but it's it's not a good looking hand. But at least we got to open up with a we got the Irida. Goalie was second. No, yeah, so the good thing is that they have Magnemite. So I think we're fighting Electric, which is fine. I'm gonna drop the path in case they play Miraidon. And we're gonna go on our merry way. Now they have to evolve, so that's the only good thing. Look, there's the roll time. Okay, that's the only reason why I feel okay about going first, because they can't get their evolution. Oh, okay, they're going for Dialga. All right, we got to start knocking out these Magnetons really fast now, then. There's the switch. Straight into Dialga. And no hand. Did you not realize I put path down? You can't draw 3, my guy. Oh my goodness. All right. I thought I opened up bad. So let's get let's get Red Candy and let's get started. Yep. I want to get a Bidoof, but that's going to have to wait until next turn. Thankfully, Greninja can start attacking with just 1 energy. So let's start sniping out these Magnezones before they can evolve and be a problem. My opponent is in top deck mode, which is freaking crazy to me. Most likely going to pass. Yep, okay. I don't want to play the Iono. Definitely don't want to play Iono. We're going to Ultra Ball. I can't believe I'm going to Ultra Ball into a Starmie. We have Bubble Ball for that, but I really want to get these KOs in as fast as possible and destroy their engine. So we're gonna Mysterious Comet on the Magnezone. Get the knockout. I mean the Magnemite. I'm sorry, I'm over here talking about its fully evolved form. And now we're going to attack the Magnezone on the bottom with the Stealthy Shuriken. And then hopefully they'll pick up pass and then we get a non-knockout. That's pretty much the game. We just win. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the game. Figured. So our hand was bad, but we drew the only path of the peak the deck had. So, and that changed the whole game. So that's the only reason why I want to go first. Now, granted, it's a terrible idea since I only have one path to the peak and I have no way to search for it. But if we can open up and get path and be ahead of our opponent, that's excellent. Tails. It is said that Tails never fails. I might regret this, but go first. Okay, we got Battle VIP Pass. I only play one in the deck, so I love to see it in the beginning. And we also got Artisan. So we're gonna alright, so that's great. I don't have a supporter, but we're gonna get all the Pokemon that we need off the start of the game. Okay, so we're probably fighting Lost Box. That's the only deck I know that plays this Pidgeot. So let's get Bidoof because I want to get Froakie and Greninja off of the Battle VIP Pass. Greninja and Froakie. Alright. And then we're going to bench. We're going to leave a bench open for Manaphy if we need it. Let's draw 2. Okay, we're going to drop 8 energy on the Froakie. And we're all set. How could you? Use my Artisan and then put a new stadium? Oh, this is Charizard. Okay. We're gonna pick up an energy so we can draw some cards. Come on, Greninja, get us something good. Alright, we got something. Alright, so since we know it's Charizard, we don't need the oh, I don't have a barrel. Hey, no way. That's not good. Wow, that's absolutely terrible. There's no Bibarel. There's also no Palkia. I don't have basic Palkia. Wow, getting that first prize is gonna be so hard. But this is the reality that I'm facing here. Alright, so we're just gonna have to pass turn here. Okay, guess I need to get that mana fee up. I played two Bidus too, man. I mean, Bibarrels. Two Bibarrels are prized, and Palkia's prized. That's bonkers, dude. Okay, a little hasty in my opinion, but whatever. That is okay. Let's see what we draw. Alright, we have Path. But we don't need it yet. Let's protect ourselves at all costs. Let's get the Raihan. I'm actually gonna want Iono for next turn. Okay, I don't want to give my opponent a free retreat, and this is also gonna. So he's, now he has to work to get rid of that because they're they can't Charizard again. So they can't retreat again. Mm-hmm. So there's the vacuum. Good. Okay, they're gonna get Flora Seal Stone. Escape up, okay. You can have this because I know there's no barrels. And we're passing into my turn? Okay. Fair. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna rescue carrier again. The homie survived. Okay, I don't want to Iono because they didn't have anything, but I really need some cards. Nice, okay. Much better. I could Greninja this energy. I think I'm just gonna hold the energy actually. Yeah, we're gonna hold the energy. Wait until next turn. It's fine. Did I get rid of Switch already? No. Alright. Because I might need that energy to draw cards next turn. Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna concede and move on. It's just I just can't do anything. Bad out of luck here. Everything I need is prized. My opponent's putting everything down. I have nothing good in my hand. If they knock out a Pokemon, they're only 3 prizes away. It's just one of those things. I just can't. I already lost my only path. So, I opened up great, but my prize cards just destroyed me. Like, I don't have access to Palkia. I don't have access to Bibarel to draw. And my opponent, I already knew my opponent had a Force Seal Soul on their Pidgeot, so. Okay. Too many Iridas. Okay. Switch. Let's go. Electric Generator is such a scary card, but when it whiffs, whoo, we are happy. Okay. Interesting choice of attachment here. Most people will hit the Raikou, but we'll take it. And Greninja's scary because they have Mareeps. We don't need the barrels in here. Good. Palkia's in here. Good. All right. Gotta go through like a whole checklist, my guy. All right. Let's get a Staryu just in case this gets knocked out. And that's it, man. The whole bench is ready. We're ready to go. I'm not gonna play Irida just because you know what I do want to do? I want to drop energy and see if I can draw energy and attach. That's really greedy, but Palkia is a thing. Yeah, let's draw 2. Oh, we actually got the energy. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, let's attach that, dude. No. If I attach this, then whatever I get next turn, I have to drop it with Ultra Ball, so I can get the Bibarel. Yeah, let's set it up because they filled up their whole bench. So there is no Manaphy. So Flaffy has 9 HP, so I'm guaranteed 2 prize cards if I set up this Greninja. And it's a trade for their 1. Now the reason why I didn't play Irida is because I want my opponent to think that I don't have supporter cards in my hand. So I don't like if I use Irida that turn anyways, I can't use what I get. You know, there's no item that I can use. And if I got a water Pokemon, it's gonna be something that's gonna evolve. Okay, they judge me anyways. Okay. Still got it, Irida. Let's go. And I still have Ultra Ball. Nice. Alright, so I'm glad I attached the water energy. But yeah, I just wanted to like discourage the idea of using a Iona or a Judge on their side. Woo! And I got, oh my gosh. And I got the escape, bro? Bro, okay. Only problem right now is that I don't have energy. So hopefully we can get that with the Bibarel. Let's get Greninja and evolve this baby. And for the item, I think I want to get a level ball. Let's get a level ball. Like, I actually don't need escape rope, so I can drop the escape rope. Let's evolve. It hurts to lose a carrier, but it is what it is. We want to pop off. We need energy right now. I need energy. Now let's get Starmie. So that way we have a switch available in the active, and we can just maximize how much cards we draw. So 5, no energy though. All right, which is unfortunate, but that do be the breaks. And we're gonna get Palkia. So let's set up the Starmies now. And we're gonna pass turn here. Alright, and we just hope they don't have a boss. Now the worst thing they can do here is boss the barrel and knock it out. Not gonna lie, that's gonna hurt me so much if they do that. But they still have V-Star power. I don't know if they're gonna want to get a hand, but if their draw supporters are Iono and Judge, then they give me cards too. So I don't know what they want to do. They go for Arvin. Okay. Interesting. Okay, no switch. And a concede. Okay. Look at that. I didn't have to work. Which is great because that's like my worst matchup. So I'm over here thinking, wow, we're going to lose. But no, we somehow we clutched that. I want to say clutch, but we didn't really do much. We just set up all our Pokemon. They needed a boss. I guess they realized they misplayed and they just kind of you know, and I guess they forgot that they attached the V-Star tool, the Forest Seal Stone, before they played their supporter, and they just decided, yeah, I'm gonna scoop it up. I played really bad. That's how I feel like that's how that went. Ooh, that's a full arts. Ortega. and Gita. Full art. Oh, we also have a Bellbolt and an Absol EX. Absol EX. Look at the top 3 cards of your player's deck and put them back in any order. If your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand, this attack does 120. Okay, it's more like a hand control deck. This will do great with Arbok. Yeah, I would do great with Arbok because Arbok, you know, you do Judge, you hit Arbok, you make them discard 2 cards in their hands, and they have like 2 cards left. And then like if they whiff the next turn, you can switch into an Absol with 1 energy. You control what they draw, and it's just a wrap from there, man. Like they can't do much unless they play cards like Bibarel, which is the only reason why I still have Bibarel in my deck, by the way, because there's just so much hand disruption decks now. Bibarel is just way more valuable as a card, and you have to set that up. Okay, so speaking of setup, that's gonna be it for Pokemon. I'm done eating, so let's draw today. What are we drawing today? What are we drawing today? Let me take a look. Today is the 25th, and the prompt for today is Uta from One Piece. Okay. Now, I'm not a big One Piece fan, so I don't know who Uta is, but I'm about to find out. So I will be back in 15 to 20. While I'm running OBS, my device just can't process it that well. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while loading it up and all that stuff. So, no promises here, but it's going to be a while. Go ahead, take a break, use the bathroom, get some lunch, do something. I'll be right back. And we're back. And that took a lot longer than it literally took like I think 30 minutes. Took a lot longer than I thought it would. So sorry about that. But we found references. I've got an idea of what I want to draw today. So it wasn't until I looked it up that I realized that Uta was that character that was premiered in the One Piece movie, the Red, which I did not see, but I recognized the character. Mm. So, yeah. Uh, so once again, I don't know much about this character. So, as I explained yesterday, when you got limited amount of information about a character, it's really hard to kind of create some kind of composition or to just to do something pretty extra or out there. I've seen this character in several different outfits. So I'm assuming the one with the jacket is her regular one. I can see that she performs and she's a singer. So we got another singer character here in this prompt list for Arttober. So I didn't want. So the last two I have them. Was it two or three? Did we have two or three singers? I can't remember. But what I do remember is that I just kind of like didn't know where they came from, and I just kind of sat there and just said, they're just gonna be singing off a mic, very basic, very normal. But again, that's pretty much. I don't want to be adventurous and represent the character in a way that they shouldn't be represented, right? So I kind of found something that's a little different this time around. It's not going to include a mic. I decided to go more for the whole long sleeve jacket part of her design and just kind of create something that uses that pretty much. So yeah, rather than just go for the whole singing part, because again, I've just I've copped out of that option too many times this month. So I'm gonna do something a little different. And yesterday we did Delirium from Sandman, and yeah, I mean, after posting it, I took a look at some other. Just because, yes, yesterday, if you were here yesterday, I was explaining that Delirium has just so many different versions of her. I just could not tell, what was consistent, what was how she is supposed to look like, all that stuff, right? So I just picked one reference and I went off of that reference. But I saw everybody else post their pictures on Twitter/X, and a lot of people were putting like a fish tattoo on her eye, around her eye, and that's something I didn't pick up when I was looking on like they were there. I looked back at the references, like, wait, did she really have something on her face like that? And I looked back at the references, and yeah, most of them did. It's just the one reference picture I used didn't have it, so I'm like, oh, okay, great. So I feel a little bad about that. I mean, like, I'm not entirely like super sad about what I drew, but I just like getting the correct details. So I'm just, it's like an OCD thing where it's just like, ah, great, I didn't get all the proper details on the character. But I'm just gonna, scoff it off and just say, hey, she's a character about insanity. So there's no same thing about getting the details right? She's supposed to be full of chaos. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and close this to save my computer some processing power, and I have today's canvas ready. It's 2 o'clock, so as I've said before, I've been saying all month, my device can't process OBS streaming me and Clip Studio at the same time properly. So what ends up happening is that Clip Studio will slow down, it'll malfunction, I won't get the correct strokes that I want, etc., etc. It's just a mess. And so far for all my streams, all I really do is just sketch and do the rough parts, and because it's practicing. I'm like practicing on stream, so That's pretty much that's so in terms of the steps, this is where I'm going to be going for each stream. I'm just going to do the whole SketchUp part, and once I finish the sketching steps, I'm going to move on to the next steps off stream. Now, if you are subscribed or followed to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I posted up process videos of all of the Arttober pictures. So if you're interested in how the whole process went and all the steps that I've taken, you can see a fast forward 1 minute short version on my channel, on my shorts. I'm going to be uploading 2 every day just because we're on October 25th. And, I'm going to have 31 process videos to upload, 31 days worth of process videos to upload. So just to speed it up, I'm going to do 2 per day rather than just give you all of them, all in one shot. So, and just for learning purposes, it's good to just watch a few process videos at a time, right? So that way your brain can really absorb the information. If you watch too much, it's information overload, and all that information just kind of gets lost when you go to sleep. So so that's enough about the science. Let me see if my pen's working, because that always happens when I start. Yeah, my pen's not working yet, so let me just tap my screen with my pen so Clip Studio would register it. There we go. Layer 1. This is the brush. Let's put my special pencil. Okay. All right. So it seems to be working. Let's make my little mark disappear. And yeah. So I don't really have much to say. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started our drawing. I'm gonna start the playlist. So credits for the music are in the description below, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. I made sure to update both of those platforms. So sit back and enjoy. We're gonna get started. And for those of you who are here to practice and to learn, feel free to draw your own character and practice with me. If you're doing Arttober, we can spend some time working on our Arttober together. And the chat is always open for those of you who have questions and you want to speak to me directly. Typically nobody does, but just always reminding you viewers that that is an option. It's like when you always watch somebody on like YouTube or whatever, right, draw something, you get the most value by watching somebody just do the drawing step by step, especially when they explain the step-by-step process. But I see a lot of people, like, I don't want to say I'm mad at them or I think it's wrong, but I just find it weird that people who are on a high level, like, we understand how to get better and how to learn, right? We know how to get out the plateau, but there are a lot of people out there who know this, and when they make their videos, they'll say something like, yeah, this is where I just do like a whole bunch of boring stuff, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward that for you. And they fast forward the whole process until it gets to the end, and they're like, oh wow, look at that, and there's the final project, the final product. And whenever I see that, I'm just kind of like we need to watch the whole thing. Why would you fast forward it? Like, why do you think we don't want to sit there and watch that? And if I had to guess, I mean, like, if somebody's channel's about learning, it's better to vaguely teach things than be very direct and have your viewer ultimately understand what you're talking about, so they don't have to come back. Because the way YouTube works is that you want you want the people to come back and watch your video again. So it's better to be like vague and fast forward to things that they need, so that way the student can scramble around just come back to your videos for reference. And that ends up having more clicks and more views. So it's a good way to farm. You know, I can't hate them for good. You gotta respect the hustle. It's just like, what can you do? If you tell people directly, then everybody gets free information off of you on the internet. And then you kind of ruin the education market for everybody else who's on YouTube. Which is why a lot of these guys offer classes that you can pay for that's off YouTube that will help you enhance your skills. And, they're not lying. A lot of these guys that I've seen, they've got really good programs. You're gonna learn a lot. I haven't taken them personally, but I can just, with everything that I've learned going to school, I can tell that they're definitely hitting the important parts. They're definitely teaching you things that you need to teach. Now, how they're teaching it, I don't know, because I haven't taken their classes, but I don't want to sit here and say it's a scam. It's not a scam, but ultimately, that's a good reason to not be so informative on your free videos, because why put all this work structuring the class and then you're just gonna go teach people for free on the internet? It makes no sense, right? All your hard work goes unappreciated and out of the brain. It's better to be vague and kind of keep your viewers clueless so that they feel the need to purchase your classes and really get into the nitty-gritty and learn what it is that they need to learn. This has to be longer. Definitely made that too short. Okay. Heart. It's all about landmarks. Facing this way. You could try it yourself, but when you pick up your foot and try to touch your butt with your foot, you're gonna see that your foot kind of aligns. The bottom of your foot kind of aligns with where your glutes are. So that's why I always make this line here to just kind of proportion check the legs when they have their legs raised up. So just kind of like, okay, there's like an invisible line where we should connect. Now, Granted, I'm gonna pass the line because Uta wears boots. Going to this reference, yeah, she wears these. Well, not boots, but she's got pretty big shoes. Yeah. So we're just gonna pass it a bit. Here, okay. But you know what? We're gonna undo because I'm looking at the reference again and I got this at the wrong way. Definitely gonna go back. Let's delete this. So what I just did there, I forget what the term's called, but basically, what ends up happening is that when you're drawing and you're using your cognitive relative, the function, you're using relative function. That's when you're basing things off of the things that you see in front of you. So what ends up happening is that what a lot of us do subconsciously when we're drawing is that we reach the end of the canvas and there's information that we want in the frame, but it goes out frame. So what we end up doing subconsciously is we distort whatever we're drawing so that it fits in the frame. So that's what I did there. I distorted her leg because I wanted to show her feet, her shoes, in the frame. So I kind of ignored the reference and I distorted the foot to be higher to reach this line. But the reality is that now that I'm looking at it again, is that this foot is lower down here. Okay, according to my reference, this is down the middle. I'm just trying to understand the space here. We've got a lot of space over here. This is here, but this is going to go up into the back here. This is actually kind of coming out. This is here. It fits here. But this arm is overlapping the back. So that means we see the under armpit here. And the back comes into this like that. Okay. This arm is here. Navel's here. And we use the navel to find the elbow. this is where I have to move the whole picture because the focus of this whole thing was the jacket. She has like an oversized jacket thing, so it's gonna cover her arm here. So we want to see this head. Ugh, gosh. This is what I mean where if I'm running OBS, I keep running into these problems. Like the keypad just does not accept that I'm not pressing this button anymore. It locks me into the undo, or I'm sorry, into the control button. And I end up moving the image around by accident instead of actually drawing. So it's like a waste of time, man. It's hard. But I do not have money to get a better device. Oh, I see it now. Okay, I'm like drawing the hand, and the hand is very, like, I can't see the thumb, but I just forgot that I'm drawing a person with long sleeves, so I didn't realize that the sleeve goes all the way up to the fingertips, so you can see her fingertips. Draw like this for some reason. That being said, you cannot see the other arm. You just see the shoulder. The shoulder is just gonna go back in, but one of these characters are very slim and tall and skinny, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that here. But now I'm gonna do a head check. So I'm gonna do a head check. What do I mean by head check? The masters have check the ratio of the human body, and the head is about 1/8 of the whole body. So when you're drawing anything, always use the head to check your portions. Okay, so what this tells me is that head is bigger than I would like it, but hang on, I'm gonna check a reference from that I wrote down on paper real quick about these. No, it's actually about the same. Okay, I guess. I mean, okay. One mistake I seem to have all the time is that in anime they always make their heads bigger than normal. So I would draw anime characters, but I use real references, like the real portions. And I would always draw them, and they always come out looking like really weird, and that's just because I'm not doing this exaggerated deformed style that anime has. So that's something I'm still like trying to register in my brain because I'm sticking too much into the basics here. But according to my anatomy reference chart, this head is a silver sun, even though it's bigger than normal. I was trying to draw a regular person in that anime style, and I would have to make this smaller, but decided to now I'm just deciding if I want to go into the One Piece direction and how they draw their characters, I would do what I typically do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit what I typically do. It just easy to just conform to how one takes other characters. We're just gonna draw her on normally draw anime characters. That'll give a nice, I would say, face to it because it's very different from what you normally see. No, I will make her head white. That is just this object. It's like a little knife. They're like earrings or something. Like so. These are what the eyebrows are, so let's actually put her head in first, her hair. We've got a character with the Shoto Todoroki hairstyle. We've got two color hair. Look at the gravity of my first reference. Okay. Right here goes down to her eyes. Meanwhile, she's got like these bunny ear looking things. So, which are, I want them to kind of droop. All her weight is going this way. So let's do that. Like two big ribbons, in a sense, yeah? Okay, so now, this hair here is not past her eye, so we see one eye here. Got an eyebrow, got an eye. eye shape, and the character has an eye shape. Okay, so it peaks at the top here and then it droops down. Absolutely do not see her other eye in any of these reference pictures. But I'm going to put an eye there anyways. Now the tip of the nose doesn't start. It starts on the cheekbone. And let's give her a smile. I want an open smile because I need to practice open smiles more. Let's erase this line because this was only here to check ears. And by making the circle shape lighter, we gave her like a fuller, like her face is more full and wide. Do this to add dimension into the hair. All these little lines matter. Stay curving like so. Okay, now hair comes off of this device and they come down here, which is great because that's one thing about my reference that I managed to replicate. I managed to get a reference that has like ponytails like this. So that way I can use my reference to kind of see where the gravity takes the hair and place them appropriately on my reference. On my drawing. Okay, so let's look at the hair link. So this, okay, I'm gonna go over here. It's gonna be lower because this part of the body is lower. They go up to the end of, somewhat the end of the rib cage, and then they turn into circles. Give Oda is that I love hairstyles that don't make sense, and this is one of those hairstyles that kind of don't make sense. And what do I mean by think make sense? It's like, you ever seen an anime character that, you know, you look at their hair and it's like, there's no way I can ever fashion my hair naturally like that. Like, I can't take natural hair and, like, you know, fold it or braid it in such a way that this character has it. Like, I find those hairstyles very interesting. They're very fun. When you're designing characters, you always gotta find ways to make your character, you know, separate your character from everything else. For me personally, you know, these ridiculous hairstyles are fun and productive way of doing that. So I really appreciate character designs that include hairs that don't make sense. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh being a big corporate attack. Yu-Gi-Oh has plenty of hairstyles in the series that don't make sense, and I enjoy all of them. And, you know, Uta's hairstyle, like I can't imagine you doing this with regular hair. Like you definitely need a wig or something. Okay, I'm gonna erase this because in the reference she had a curl going up, so I thought that was pretty consistent. But as I'm looking at her other images, it's not a consistent thing that she has. I'm gonna focus more on the clear now. Just erase it when I know she has the shit. Let's actually draw all these protruding circles on these. Okay, let's actually get the shape of this out here. Make my life easier when I do line up. Like this. Just trying to get the face of this. Let's make some white space here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's 8 spaces and I drew 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here's a solution. Make this bigger here. So we're gonna actually make it bigger. I think I did it too small. Make some white space here. Okay. Make this bigger. Pick up measures in the bottom here. the sun is bombarding me. Man, what is the temperature today? That sunlight is hot. Sorry, the sun's hitting me from my window and I can feel it. Like it's so warm. So it's gotta be a beautiful day outside today if that's the case. Which, fortunately, I'm gonna be missing out on because I'm gonna be inside drawing all day. No. So make the chin a little lower. That makes sense. So it's okay. Our neck is maybe somewhat there. I think I want her hair to completely cover that neckline for sure. Okay. Alright. We've got the head and the face in there. Let's move on. Alright, so we've got some swirlies here for her. We've got some ribbons. Here's the thing, I don't know where to put the breasts because One Piece has a very peculiar way of talking to the I don't think it doesn't look like Nami huge, so we're just gonna, and it's a dress anyway, so I'm just gonna do this. And we're just gonna let that flow down. Skirt here, which goes up here. We're gonna erase all these extra lines here. I need to keep this. Okay. let's shrink it. Her shoes are really interesting. I just kind of want to draw them. And this reference makes that very possible. So that means I have to shrink her down. You can see. That wrong. It goes up here. Okay. Now that I've got that, we can do the up part of the shoes, which is gonna be something like this. Just got some little fiber lines here. I was just drawing off of the references shoes. I was actually drawing the character shoes. Just got it around the ankle, black. The tip of the shoes, a circle. Then I'm gonna move her higher. Make the tip, the toe part bigger. Oh, these are protruding. Hold on. I misunderstood the shape here. Alright, so hang on. We've got. Alright, so this is the toe. But this thing protrudes out of the toe part of the shoe. It even goes past the soles here. So now we're going to erase the thickness of this line. We're going to erase the tip of the toe here. Now we've got a hole in here as well. Okay, cool. Now we've got a stripe going down, which I'm going to draw in black. This is just me taking advantage of the thickness of my pencil. Okay, and now we cut this off here. We cut this off here. Wrong spot. Here we go. Cut this off here. And then here is the heel. Now from the heel, we've got this white cape coming from the back, which I will do in black just to represent the red, followed by another protruding circle coming out of the shape. And that's with all these clown shoes from One Piece stuff. did I mean by double checking? Well, I wanted to check if this sphere comes around like so. And it does, but once this thicker, it's not as much. Here we go. That's how we would put it here. And this will curve up more. Curve this a bit. Okay, so that being said, that means this leg is showing this overlap here because this foot is going into her knee, but this is her knee's coming out more here. So I'm actually gonna do this technique. I'm gonna hash this just to remind me that, hey, we're looking at the front of this knee. We're not. Okay, we'll delete this. And we'll put got more frills. Okay. So now this is blue. She's got a blue sleeve on the right. Blue sleeve. So I can make these condensed. But now is the time for me to put the coat. So let's create some folds and whatnot. Then I have the grouping here. This line is for the nav one, but we'll actually use this to back to show that it kind of comes around the other arm. Now let's look at the jacket itself. It's very goofy. Matter of fact, we're not even gonna see the hand because it's gonna be like this. So over the hand. This will be so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stripes. 1, 2, 3. Some space. space here, but that should be about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strips. Okay. Right. There's purple. One over here. So with that being said, let's go. I know I drew the details on the hand here, but let's go ahead and erase it. We can actually proof out the proofers. Go under here. Just be careful with this. Okay. Now we know that there's space in here. Let's do that here. Maybe I want to do this somewhere else. Let's curve it up like so. This whole area will be pink. Okay. Try to be the hoodie. Hoodie part. So we just do extra lines. Speaking of extra lines. Okay. Now, let me go back to my reference and see how far this goes down. Okay. This is supposed to go up to here. Okay, yeah, I actually kind of got it right. Okay. We'll do this. Then the rest goes up. So with that being said, what we're going to follow here, and then there's a pocket here. And the rest is just adding. In here. This. Just darken this to remind me that this is blue. It's a colored thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so just like this, we got 5 on the bottom. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I never erased the circle. I thought I hit the undo button when I did that. I was like, what is this line? So, I guess we can erase this. I really wanted to, I don't know, really have these folds so that this coat is being condensed back here. More Rockford size. Let's see. Okay, I know for the hoodie part it's red. The top part is red. Bottom part, I don't know what it is. Good, and then I also have to draw the good side. Or I can just flip it and to pretend that this is the red side that has to use a little crown. And we can draw little tiny beads here. But no, I want to be lazy. I'm going to stop. It wasn't intentional, but hey, I drew her on the side that has the least details on her coat. So we'll take those. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. Let me just create more white space so I'm not confused when I'm doing the line art. Kind of understand what everything is. Now, I want to make her head a bit more roundish here. So let's do that.
Let's super undo all that. Let's go back to where. just want to look if our head bigger.